Have you written a research paper? In writing a research paper, including any other academic papers, it is important that you mention or cite the sources of your information. This allows you to give credits to the original owner of information or messages you gathered from particular persons, organizations, and the like. In this lesson, you are expected to identify the different conventions in writing references using the APA 7th edition format and use this style in citing sources in your academic papers. Usually, citing sources is found at the latter part of a book or article. That part of a book is called bibliography or references. There are various ways in acknowledging sources. One of these is the APA 7th edition format. Introduced by the American Psychological Association, the APA is considered as one of the largely used referencing style in terms of research and other academic endeavors. The APA 7th edition format features a number of ways in citing authors and their work. In this lesson, a few will be highlighted to guide you in basic referencing styles. Let's start with the most common reference material, which is the book. To begin, invert the names of authors. Last name comes first, followed by a comma, then the initials. There should be periods after initials. Initials are separated by a space. Follow the order of names as presented in the book. If there are two or more authors, the last author is usually separated by an ampersand. Next, place the year of publication inside the parentheses. Do not forget the period. The title of the book is written in italics. Capitalize only the first letter of the title as shown in the example. If the title has two parts, capitalize the first letters of the first and second parts. Capitalize proper nouns. End with a period. If the book has a volume or edition number, include it in parentheses after the title of the book. Edition is written as small letters ED period. Indicate the name of the publisher, followed by a period. Do not include the location. This is how it looks like if the book has just one author. Bermudez, L period. Bermudez is the last name of the author, while L stands for the initial of the first name of the author, period. Follow it with the copyright year. In this case, it's 2017. Enclose it in parentheses. Then, period. Write the title of the book, The Journey to the End of Asia. Begin it with a capital letter as well, while the rest of the letters are small, but with exception if in the title of the book there is a proper noun. In this case, we have Asia, so capitalize A for Asia. Specify the number of edition if there is a number of edition. Say in this example, enclose it in parentheses, second edition. Edition is abbreviated this way, small letters ED period, and then period to separate it from the publication company, RELC Press period. The same rule applies to the second example, the Chavez, J period. Copyright year enclosed in parentheses 2020. Pagsibol, Batayang Aklat sa Pagkatuto sa Filipino, period. That's the title of the book. Since we have a subtitle, we also capitalize the first letter of the subtitle. In this case, it's letter B for Batayang. And then follow it with the publication company. In this case, we have Aguila Publishing House, period. Please take note that capitalization, proper punctuation marks, and other symbols are necessary to create a correct bibliographic entry. If there are two authors, this is how you do it. You write the two authors. Balogan, E period, T period. By the way, The E stands for the initial of the first name, while T stands for the initial of the middle name. Ampersand, Cargulo, comma, L period, C period. Then that completes the authors of the book. Specify the publication year 2017 enclosed in parentheses, period. Follow it with the title of the book, which starts with a capital letter, Understanding the Complex Behavior of Adolescents. Specify as well the number of edition, in closing parentheses, if there is any. 4th edition, period, and then the publication company. If the book has no author but with editor, cite the reference this way. Marlena, comma, R period, G period. Specify that this name is for the editor. Enclose it in parentheses, ED period. Then follow it with the publication year 2017, which is enclosed in parentheses. As usual, we have to write the title of the book, which begins from a capital letter, Living as Students Overseas, period. Then the publication company, RELC Press, period. If there are 2 editors, you cite it this way. Panga, 8, F, period, comma, ampersand, Chua, comma, T, period, D, period, and then you specify that these are editors as well. So we have EDS for plural editors, period. And then follow it with the publication year 2018 enclosed in parentheses, period. Title of the book, Curriculum Management in ASEAN Member States, period. So it begins as well with a capital letter. And then follow it with the publication company, ASEAN Press, period. If the book has author or authors and with editor or editors at the same time, cite it this way. Cadavido, comma, J, period, S, period, comma, ampersand, Bermudez, comma, L, period. They are the authors of the book. 2017 enclosed in parentheses is the copyright year, period. Living as Students Overseas is the title of the book. It starts with a capital letter. Then follow it with the editor, R period, G period, Marlena. Specify that he is the editor, so abbreviate it with ED period. Notice that in this case, the initial of the first name comes first before we write the surname of the editor. And then we write RELC Press, period, which is the publication company. The same rule applies to the next example. Gibas, comma, E, period, F, period, comma, ampersand, Lopo, comma, J, period, E, period. They are the authors of the book. 2018 is the copyright year, period. Then we write the title of the book, Curriculum Management in ASEAN Member States. Of course, it starts with a capital letter. So we have to write again the editor of the book. So we have A, period, F, period, Pang, and T, period, D, period, Chua, since we have 2 editors. Specify that they are editors by writing the abbreviated word EDS, period, and then follow it with the publication company, ASEAN Press, period. Suppose the book has 3 to 20 authors. What do we do? Include all the names until the 20th author. Yes, you heard it right. All the names until the 20th author. So, for example, if there are 5 given authors, so we have to write all the 5 authors. If we have 20 authors, we have to write all the 20 authors. Example, Cadavido, comma, J, period, S, period, comma, the second author, Alonzo, comma, B, period, A, period, comma, the third author, Condes, comma, R, period, C, period, until the last author, which is or who is Ortiz, comma, A period, T period. Specify the copyright year in parentheses 2019, period. Then the title of the book, Teaching English as a Second Language, which in this case, the first letter of the title is capitalized and the first letter of the proper noun is also capitalized, E for English. 8th edition because the edition number is given, so it's written that way enclosed in parentheses, period. And then the publication company, Sampaguita Publications, period. How about there are more than 20 authors? What do? We write the names of the first 19 authors followed by an ellipsis and then the last author. Ellipsis class. Ellipses are the 3 consecutive dots. We have an example here. So let's count the authors. We have Dino Aparicio, Guerrero, Araujo, Katungal, Kaya, De Leon, Manalo, Mendoza, Olar, Oyardo, Lopez, Retardo, Somodio, Ware, Dizon, Exconde, Ferrer, Limbo, and Liegado. Liegado being the 19th author. And then ellipsis, the 3 dots over there. Maaño is the last author in the entry. So we write Maaño, comma, M period, R period. We don't know if there are 25, 30, or 50 authors. But the point is, if there are more than 20 authors, we write all the first 19 authors and then ellipsis, then follow it with the last author of the book. Of course, we now write the publication year, which is 2019 in parentheses, period. Understanding English as an International Language is the title of the book. U is capitalized. E for English is capitalized as well because it's a proper noun. And then period before we begin writing the publishing company, which is Bantayog Publishing House, period. How do we do it for periodicals like journals, magazines, and newspapers? Just the same, invert the names of the authors. Last name comes first, followed by a comma, then the initials. There should be periods after initials. Initials are separated by a space. Follow the order of names as presented in the book. If there are 2 or more authors, the last author is usually separated by an ampersand. Then, place the year inside the parentheses. Do not forget the period. Next, capitalize only the first letter of the title. If the title has 2 parts, capitalize the first letters of the first and second parts. Capitalize proper nouns. End with a period. Do not italicize. Capitalize all major words in the periodical name. Italicize the name of the periodical. End with a comma. Then, italicize the volume number. There should be no space between the volume number and the issue number. Place the issue number inside the parentheses. Do not italicize. Follow the parentheses with a comma. If there are no issue number, the volume number should be directly followed by a comma. Then, include the page range of the article. Use N- to separate the first and last pages of the article. Do not place spaces before and after N-. Finally, if the article has a DOI or URL or digital object identifier, you write it here. Do not place period at the end of the DOI or URL. By the way, we're talking about online sources here. What if the article from the journal is paginated by volume? This is how you do it. So we have to write all the authors. In this case, in the example, we have 3. Dino Aparicio, Andre, and Cadavido. Period. Write the copyright year, 2019, enclosed in parentheses. Period. Write title of the article. We have relativization in spoken, text in Philippine English. Notice that R for relativization is capitalized because it's the beginning word. But P and E for Philippine English are also capitalized because they are considered proper. So period. Then after that, write the title of the periodical or of the journal. So we have Philippine Journal of English Language Teaching. So we have P, J, E, L, T. All of them are capitalized. Then, comma, write the volume number, which is 55. Then after that, comma, write the page range. We have 234 to 256, period. What if it's coming from an online source? Do it this way. Write the author, Sales, comma, T period, 2020 in parentheses, copyright year, title of the article, Safety Precautions During the Fire Situations, only letter S, the beginning word, is capitalized, then period. Write the title of the journal, Fire Protection Journal. So F, P, and J are all capitalized because all the words are considered important in the title, comma, write the volume number, which is 8, comma, and then write the page numbers or the range of page. We have 98 to 105, period. Then after that, write the link or the URL. If the article is paginated by issue, this is how it looks like. In this example, again, we have 3 authors, Dino Aparicio, Andre, and Cadavido, period. And then, 2019 enclosed in parentheses is the copyright year, period. Write the title of the article, Relativization in Spoken Text in Philippine English, period. Write the title of the journal, Philippine Journal of English Language Teaching, comma, write the volume number, just like we did on the previous slide, and then open and close parentheses, we have the issue number, which is 12, comma, and then write the page range. We have 234 to 256, period. The only difference is that we put the issue number in parentheses right after the volume number. The same goes with an online source. So the author is Sales, comma, T, period. Copyright year 2020. Title of the article, Safety Precautions During Fire Situations, period. Fire Protection Journal is the title of the journal, comma, volume number is 8. Then we have issue number, we have to put it in parentheses, 7, comma, and then page range 98 to 105, period. Right after that, write the URL or the link. When it comes to magazine, the same rules apply from journal, except for the date or for the year. In magazine, we specify the month. Example, 2020, comma, June, or 2018, comma, May, and we do not abbreviate the month, we spell them out. And all other things are the same as that of journal. Unlike other periodicals, abbreviations like P or PP is used to indicate the page number for newspapers. For example, Narvaez, comma, J, period, M, period, and just like on magazine, we specify the month. So we have 2015, comma, October, enclosed in parentheses, period. Call for Unity Amidst Global Recession is the title of the article, period. Title of the periodical, The Nation Today, and then comma. Then we specify the page number by writing the abbreviation of the page, which is P, period, 3A, period. So we use P or single P if it's a single page only. But if it's a range of pages or multiple number of pages, we use the abbreviation PP, period. And all else are the same. Take note of the following. Titles of books or periodicals are italicized as shown in the example. Bibliographic entries are listed together and are arranged alphabetically. And bibliographic entries are written in hanging indentation as illustrated by the arrows. The content of this video lecture is based on Pivot 4A Learners Materials for English 8, Series of 2020. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more video lectures. Thank you for watching.